sniff out exactly what happened. But from what we understand right now from fire and police officials is that this accident started just about 5 o'clock when a Dodge Charger, they say, was driving at a very high rate of speed northbound on Cottage Grove. That speeding, they say, started around 98th Street. The happened at 87th Cottage Grove. This is what a spokesperson for the Chicago Fire Department had to tell us about that accident.
It's a really bad crash. I've seen many in this works. Everyone here, this Dodge was traveling through the intersection at high speed, and that's when the collision began. Of course, police will investigate and check for cameras to see if they can see what's going on here and how it started. But talking about it was watching it at a very fast rate. That started the chain reaction accident.
Well, because of the impact of that crash, there was a fire that started afterward. Police believe it may have been that Dodge Charger that caught on fire because it's difficult to tell which car is which. We do know there were 10 people taken to local hospitals, men, women, and children, all included in that. There are also at least 2 people who we've been told who've died out here on the scene. Fire officials are going to be out here for hours trying to figure out exactly how this happened, and they're hoping perhaps some surveillance video from some neighboring businesses may help them tell that story. But it is just a horrific scene when you look at it even as far back as we are. Rob, Cheryl?
Liz, it does look terrible. We appreciate you joining us at 7 here with a live update. We're following breaking news out of northwest Indiana where a person is dead after a house explosion. Video shows massive flames after that explosion happened. It all happened in New Chicago in Lake County, Indiana. Spoke to witnesses.
Neighbors here told me they reported smelling gas in the area about as far back as 2 to 3 weeks ago. And this is significant because fire investigators are now looking into the possibility that this was a natural gas explosion. NIPSCO is on the scene and says they are working with authorities. But let's take you over to some cell phone video captured by a neighbor in the area who initially tried to help before the flames became too overpowering. New Chicago Fire authorities say they got the call to respond to a home on 29th and Decatur at 11:30 this morning. Neighbors tell me at least one person lived in the home. Fire officials say one died as a result of the fire. Witnesses told us before there was any visible smoke, they first heard one of 2 loud noises come from the home.
I heard an explosion, and I just look outside, and I see my neighbor's house is all destroyed and demolished. Then a few seconds later, there's a bunch of smoke, and I was going to go. Then a few seconds after that, there's fire.
The neighbors said there was no gas in the area, and so we're coming to some type of conclusion that it was possibly a natural gas.
NIPSCO's currently on the scene. In a statement, representatives say they are working with authorities to secure the area. The woman has not yet been identified by authorities, and New Chicago Fire Chief says that the state fire marshal is assisting in this investigation. In New Chicago, Kate Kogier, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Kate, thank you so much for that update tonight. And we want to also update more breaking news. Witnesses are describing what they saw as 2 children were rescued from a pond in northwest suburban Palatine. The fire department was called to the 800 block of Panorama Drive for a report of a group of juveniles that had fallen into the water. We spoke with 2 witnesses, including a man who did not want to appear on camera.
He went out and tried to help the guys.
Boys were taken to the hospital this hour. We do not know their conditions.
Chicago's interstates even busier than normal during the rush hour today. My goodness, did you get caught in that? People hitting the road for Thanksgiving travels. AAA expects roughly 55 million Americans to drive more than 50 miles this Thanksgiving. And that includes nearly 3 million people from Illinois alone.
Been until we got into central Indiana and into Illinois.
Yeah, bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Oh, that Indiana core is always brutal. It's expected that 1.7 million travelers will pass through Chicago airports by Monday. Midway Airport saw its busiest day today. At O'Hare, the surge should come on Sunday.
I've been thinking about visiting my Easter. She came to see me during summertime, so I decided to bring the kids over just for a few days.
And some remarkable stats from airlines. Delta, United, and American combined had more than 13,000 scheduled yesterday. Only 4 were canceled. Airlines have cut schedules since those massive problems we saw over the summer. They've also added workers to add staff. Great weather around the Chicago area today. How about it? It was really nice and sunny.
I know. It is way to go Wednesday for sure.
Is it Wednesday?
Yeah, getaway Wednesday.
The days are like melting together.
I know, so much going on. Look how beautiful the city looks on this day before Thanksgiving. And meteorologist Larry Mallory, we're thankful for you in delivering this great weather, traveling all across the country.
What a spectacular day. It's just about the airplane schedule you mentioned, Rob, is there's very little weather going on across the country, so the airlines love a day like today when they don't have any major weather issues to contend with. There's some rain in Missouri down into Texas. Some of that moisture is coming our way tomorrow. That's why I've got some stray showers in the forecast for tomorrow. Also a bit of snow across parts of Wyoming and Montana. But the temperature is pretty seasonable for this time of year. A lot of 50 still to the south, and we're sitting in the upper 40s right now. Still 50 in Oak Lawn, 50 in Cicero, 49 in Des Plaines, down to 38 already in St. Charles, and 37 in McHenry. So the outlying areas are cooling off quickly. But we'll see the clouds picking up overnight tonight, tomorrow morning, maybe a few sprinkles. But as we head towards midday, there's 11 a.m. That's when we'll start to see showers through. Mainly light rain, but off and on light rain for tomorrow afternoon, even into tomorrow evening. So some of those outdoor football games you may play with the family, you might have some raindrops coming down. Watch out for some rain around tomorrow. Dry on Friday, a little cooler with highs in the 40s after we reach the 50s tomorrow and back into the 50s on Saturday. Rain, maybe some snow mixed in on Sunday. We'll talk about that coming up. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Then there's several vigils and services happening today in Chesapeake, Virginia, after a mass shooting at a Walmart store there.
6 people died, and police say an employee shot and killed his coworkers. ABC's Ika Dachi reporting from Virginia tonight.
Sheriff, at the moment, police say there was no motive for this incident. Just another case of gun violence rocking communities. Walmart employee Kevin Harper says it's impossible to prepare for something like this.
It don't feel fair. I mean, it don't even feel right. I know that it hurts.
At the Walmart for a gunshot wound.
Today, police confirming the shooter's identity is 31-year-old Andre Bank from Chesapeake. They say he was armed with one handgun and several rounds of ammunition. Just 10 o'clock Tuesday night, the first 911 calls came from inside this Chesapeake, Virginia Walmart. By 11:20 p.m., police declared the scene safe, no risk to the general public. Inside, carnage and chaos.
6 victims have died. 4 victims are in area hospitals, and the suspect is dead from what we believe was a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Police confirmed the shooting started inside the break room of the store, and the shooter was an employee. Of 7 people who were killed, 3, including the shooter, were found dead in the break room. 1 victim was found dead towards the front of the store, and 3 other people were transported to hospitals but later died.
These are people in our community whose lives were cut short the day before Thanksgiving. It's breaking.
Harper says he was in that break room just moments before the shooting started. He says he walked out not long before the gunshots began, in a clothes rack, eventually escaping through another exit.
It took like forever getting out of that store.
The store was open to customers when it started. Breonna Tyler was also in that break room.
He just opened fire on everybody in the break room, and it's by the grace of God that will admit me.
Now, this Walmart will remain closed the next few days until law enforcement has finished processing the scene. Cheryl?
I thank you for the report. In Colorado, the suspected gunman in the nightclub shooting there will be held without bond. Prosecutors charges were brought against him. The 22-year-old Anderson Aldrich appeared in court UC via VidCon for the first today since the deadly attack that killed 5 people, left dozens injured over the weekend. Formal charges are expected in 2 weeks. Today, a pride flag was put on display at City Hall in Colorado Springs. This sacred cloth flag includes a section of the flag that was made to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the first pride flag. It was also displayed after the shooting at Pulse nightclub in Orlando of 2016. Tonight is one of the most popular nights of the year for bars, and Chicago police say they'll pay special attention to LGBTQ bars after that shooting in Colorado.
And in Palos Park. Police are also preparing for this busy bar night. They call it Friendsgiving tonight. They're offering free rides home for people in the village if they had too much to drink.
It's a win-win situation. You get a safe way to get home, get to meet us and have a little chat with us, maybe get to know the police officer that you're getting a ride from.
We have got all the details and information on those free rides on our website at abc7chicago.com.
People gathering today on the south side in the area where a man was killed in a hit and run. This happened Sunday at 105th and U on Chicago's south side. Police say Alfonso Casares was hit by a car that sped away without stopping. Casares was well known in the neighborhood. His relatives described him as a light family.
He would never walk away without telling you he loved you. Always. And the smile, always had the bright smile.
Crash happened near Alderman Sue Garza's office. She says a proposal has gone before City Council to put additional stop signs at that intersection.
Today, a solemn ceremony honoring the late Chicago Mayor Harold Washington. A wreath was laid near the former mayor's gravesite at the Oakwood Cemetery. He was the first African American to serve as the mayor of Chicago. Organizers of today's ceremony say it is important to keep his legacy alive.
We are here for the embodiment, the guardians of the man and the movement.
Harold Washington, our mayor, was the perfect standard bearer for a movement that began decades before.
Well, Friday will mark 35 years since Mayor Harold Washington died while in office. And making Chicago proud on its way to go Wednesday, the outpouring of support for a Bradley police officer. They lined the streets for Officer Tyler Bailey as he left a rehab facility and returned home. Bailey was shot in the head nearly a year ago.
Michelle Gallardo spoke to community members who showed up in force.
Hundreds of well-wishers lined the streets in Bradley welcome Officer Tyler home this afternoon, who was, along with his family, given a police escort for the 60-mile journey down from Chicago's Shirley Ryan Ability Lab.
Today is the day that everybody's been waiting for, so we're all really excited.
It's just astounding. Anything, and him coming home, just the best Thanksgiving ever, I would say.
Along with Officer Bailey, who spent a year hospitalized and then in rehab after being critically wounded on December the 29th at the local Comfort Inn. He and his partner, 49-year-old Ritten, were responding to a noise complaint at the motel when they were both shot. She did not make it. So while today they celebrate, this is a police department still very much in mourning.
Not dignified without someone mentioning her or a case coming up that she worked on prior to. So it's a struggle every day. It's a miracle. I mean, God's definitely looking over him, and like I said, he's a very strong person. So if anybody can make it, he can.
Bailey's first was the Bradley Police Department, where a private celebration with his fellow officers and friends took place. Chicago's Fraternal Order of Police stepping up to provide the food, along with some much-needed moral support from someone who's also been there. CPD Officer Carlos Yanez. Yanez was, we're told, part of the convoy that led Bailey home.
He's been talking to Tyler off for the last year, so just kind of sharing their ups and downs, because they really are very few people that they don't understand what they've dealt with.
The future holds for Officer Bailey now that released from rehab is unclear, but for today, for his friends and family, all that matters is that he's home. In Bradley, I'm Michelle Gallardo.
A special night and weekend for that family.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and the weather was great for everybody to stand on the street to say thank you for your sacrifice and service, for sure.
Preparation for the Macy's Thanksgiving parade in New York City. The balloon played this afternoon. They were active or credible for the parade. But say parades can be targets for terrorist organizations. Some 3.5 million people expected to attend the parade this year.
And back from Chicago, we have our very own Thanksgiving Day parade right down State Street, right from our State Street studio here at ABC7.
Ashley Berry will be the street hostess of the parade. She joins us. Ashley, hi.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you. What does a street host. Tell us what you're doing.
It's the best job. So I get to be right up close to all the performers. I also get to interact with our fans, everyone who packs the street to come from all over. We have bands coming from 4 states, plus tons of local groups. So I can't wait to be on the street, talk to each of you about Walk Parade.
So last weekend we had the Wintrust Holiday Festival of Lights Parade. Rob was on the float and he was working on his wave.
Got my wave
like
down.
2 weeks, you know. So Ashley, Ashley knows that's the professional wave. She's got it down good as the host.
Wrist, elbow. I could have used that last week.
Right. Yes, there is technique.
Right.
There is technique and strategy, right? You all you to do it next year. So Ashley, talk about, you know, the pandemic isn't fully over. Lots more people are planning to come down for the parade tomorrow morning.
Sure, this is our 88th year of hosting a parade here on State Street. So I noticed last year that we had a nice turnout, but we still had a lot of mask mandates. People were still nervous and anxious. Already the vibe this year is a lot more energetic. We have big groups. The amount of people who applied to be in the parade significantly increased this year. We have a lot of course, those amazing high school bands showing up here at the Sheridan Grand to stay this weekend. And it's just a lot of vibrant feeling and a lot of energy going into tomorrow.
We felt this weekend too on Michigan Avenue, and it sounds like the weather will cooperate. We'll get more from the area a little bit later, but can you give us a little clue on what people are going to see on State Street? Anything new we can look out for?
We've got a couple new partners there. NASCAR is kind of interesting. And then everyone's favorite, everyone's always asking about balloons. So we do have some balloons this year. They're cold air balloons with some crowd favorites. We'll have Fred Flintstone and Felix the Cat, Scooby-Doo, especially a lot of little ones will like the Hello Kitty. It's Santa Kitty is going to be here tomorrow. So always great things. And one of my favorites is the Crystal Lake Strikers Drumline. They bring so much energy to the program, and they're just an awesome group. So come out tomorrow, join us on State Street. It'll be a lot of fun. It's just a really great energy. I think everyone will be excited about some of the features that they'll see tomorrow.
The Crystal Lake Strikers, you say?
Right. Yeah.
This is my hometown,
yeah,
by the way.
You just struck a chord.
Yeah.
The
Thank you
Strikers.
for mentioning that. And then the NASCAR float with the upcoming summer NASCAR race. That'll excite a lot of people.
Of course it will. We can't wait to see those cars on the streets of Chicago. I think it's such an exciting thing. We're happy that they've chosen the parade to help promote that event next year. So we're just really looking forward to seeing everyone out tomorrow and joining us for a great time. Lots of energy and lots of happiness. You know, what better way to start your day tomorrow than on State Street with your friends and family, and go have lunch afterwards. It'll be a great time.
I wonder if Santa has the sleigh to get into NASCAR. You know, Santa's got to up his game.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Ashley, before we let you go real quick, what time does it step off?
Yeah.
Step off at 8 a.m. So we'll see you on State Street tomorrow.
Sounds great. Ashley Berry, the street host of the parade. Thank you for your time tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving and best of luck.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for having me.
Welcome. Wrist, elbow. What was it?
See, did you see that wrist action?
I felt like on the float, I really dialed it in.
You
it
got
comes
into it.
to
I saw you on TV, and I was just like so proud of you.
Yeah, thank
you. I was like, that is my guy. He's got it down.
It was so much fun.
It's just and
what is that?
Lee, our floor director, give me a direction.
Okay, well done.
Got it. Like, you know, when Lee does it, he's more magic act. So
tomorrow, wave at Ashley if you see it.
Yeah.
Coming up, a message of thanks for getting a look at how these fun window displays are organized. It's a story that's new here at Up next.
It is the perfect message heading into this Thanksgiving Day holiday. The Blue Cross Blue Shield building reminding people to give thanks. And we often see messages of hope on that building throughout the year. And our very own Leah Hoke got a chance to see just how these displays get put together. It is a story for you, special, new at 7.
The south side of the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois building takes on a new note for Chicagoans tonight.
Takes a lot of people, a lot of floors. The shades going up and down.
Today, the building's electricians and housekeeping teams were busy closing and opening window shades so white lights in the office will spell tonight's message, and the rest of the office lighting is blocked. Black colors around the columns are controlled by a computer.
Well, sometimes there's people still in the building, and people will close a shade, and once they see it from outside, they got to run upstairs and adjust the shade again.
The messages must work. Ashley Bullock is the communications consultant who creates them. Today, before Thanksgiving, the building will read, "Give thanks."
Sometimes it can definitely be tricky trying to find something that represents a cause or a holiday in just 3 words and up to 7 letters. But we make it work.
So when you see tonight's message on Chicago's skyline, know there is a team of folks working to add meaning to our celebrations and a variety of issues.
It takes a village to create these messages. Each letter is 5 floors alone, so it does take a large presence, but it's definitely worth it.
I want everyone to be happy. I want everybody to enjoy. It's been a rough year, rough couple years. So it's kind of nice. Give the thanks. Hopefully people message out there and they're able to enjoy their day.
Give Thanks can be seen through Friday evening on Randolph Street. Leah Hope, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Wow. There it is, live. It brings a lot of joy. I hope it does. Are you kidding me?
I get excited when I see it too, all the time, because it just kind of empowers your feelings of hope and joy. And
they oftentimes reflect what's happening in the community.
Right.
Whether we're paying attention to breast cancer or raising awareness for another issue, it's always up there. And as simple as that, it's not simple, but just get the lights going.
Powerful. Give thanks. What do you think is going to be next? Happy holidays, maybe?
Maybe they've done Christmas stuff or a big Christmas tree. Could they do that?
It's there till Friday, so a Christmas tree. That would be nice. Well, so clear you can see it from miles away.
You can't.
Yeah, for Larry today. Great weather.
We were doing the Thanksgiving parade down here. It steps off at 8. Larry, did you mention this earlier? How are we looking in the morning?
No, you're not too bad. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be as nice as what today. There may be a few sprinkles in the morning, but most of the rain will come in the afternoon. It's going to be pretty rainy to some packed hours. Mild temperatures again tomorrow. For the parade, we'll be in the 40s here downtown, but low 50s during the afternoon hours with that spotty light rain coming in around midday. Friday's going to be dry. We'll get some sunshine to return. Temperatures in the 40s, upper 40s. And for the weekend, Saturday looking dry. Rain comes in Saturday night to Sunday. And some of the rain Sunday morning may switch and mix with a little bit of snow, especially for the northwestern suburbs. Here's tomorrow's forecast. Morning, mostly cloudy, a few sprinkles, temperatures generally in the 40s. By the afternoon, we'll have a spread in temperatures from the mid-40s to the mid-50s with some patchy light rain sliding through during the afternoon tomorrow. Right now, it's a really nice evening. It's currently 49 degrees. Winds are very light out of the south at 6 miles per hour. Some outlying areas we've already dropped into the 30s, like Kankakee at 39, Aurora at 38, 39 in Waukegan, but still 51 at the lakefront. Tonight we'll fall into the mid to low 30s for most areas, and then tomorrow at least back in the 50s, not as warm as today, and today we made it all the way to 58. Clouds are increasing now. There's rain across Missouri into Arkansas. That's some of the moisture that'll stream in during the day tomorrow. So you can see on Futurecast here, first thing tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy skies. There are sprinkles that will start to spread in during the morning, but by midday to early afternoon is when the coverage of the rain gets a little bit higher, and we'll see scattered light rain during the afternoon. Even into the evening, some scattered rain showers with us. But by the time we get to Friday morning, the clouds are just going to part. We're going to get a lot of sunshine on Friday with temperatures in the upper 40s. So today, our high temperature was 55 the high. Low this morning was 34. There's that moisture coming our way. Another storm system out to the west. Either one of these storm systems are very strong, but nonetheless, it'll That's a little light rain in the forecast for tomorrow. There's also a cold front that'll start tomorrow. That light chance for tomorrow with temperatures in the low 50s. Sunshine on Friday, high degrees for 40s. We'll get back into the 50s on Saturday with clouds increasing, and then we'll get those rain chances in here Saturday night and Sunday morning, and the possibility of some snow mixing in with that rain during the mornings on Sunday. Looks like this rain will probably linger into Sunday afternoon. I know yesterday it looked like Sunday afternoon it will be dry. I think this system slowed down enough where we're probably going to have some lingering rain into the afternoon on Sunday, and then Monday we'll dry things out with temperatures in the mid 40s. For tonight, temperatures mid to upper 30s, mostly cloudy and rather quiet night for us. Tomorrow, range in temperatures from the low 50s to the north to mid 50s to the south. Increasing clouds with spotty showers, mainly in the afternoon, but again, a little light rain and sprinkles possible during the morning hours too. 53 will be the high tomorrow, 48 on Friday, 52 on Saturday with cloudy skies. Rain for us on Sunday, maybe some snow mixed in for parts of the area Sunday morning. Sunday's high only 44. We'll stay in the 40s on Monday before climbing back into the 50s on Tuesday. Could have a more potent storm coming in next Wednesday into Thursday, but that's a little ways off yet. Otherwise, pretty decent weather for the holiday weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Today was great getaway
Awesome.
weather. Yeah, so a lot of people are driving and taking to the roads too.
Yeah.
More than before pre-pandemic times.
Sure.
So, all right, we just teach it this way. TSA agents, they see fur sticking out of a suitcase. Okay, see the fur. Well, you got to stay here to find out what they found inside. Oh.
Also, toy electronics on sale right now, but those holiday deals get hit by inflation. Germany's World Cup team stages a protest to the World Cup. The image getting attention around the world. Players putting their hands over their mouths for just a few seconds. It was the team's reaction to FIFA announcing it would sanction them if they wore One Love armbands. They were seen as a rebuke to the host nation Qatar and its human rights record. The Dutch company that made those armbands has sold out of them. The company sold 10,000 of them in 2 weeks. Players on several European teams had planned to wear them before FIFA announced the ban.
Well, back here closer to home, stores are advertising holiday sales offering up to 70% off. Wow. But because of inflation, finding a true deal may be harder than you expect. From September to October, shoppers paid roughly 18% more for electronics and appliances than they did a year ago. That's according to an analytics company, Dave. Toys people paid 3% more.
Year after hiking prices, Dollar Tree is seeing results. Customers protested when items went from $1 to $1.25, but sales increased more than 8% last quarter compared to a year ago. Chain says it's also been able to introduce new merchandise, helping draw in more customers. Well, TSA agents find strange things when screening luggage, but sometimes even they get surprised by what they find.
So agents at New York's JFK airport found a cat. Yes, a kitty cat inside checked suitcase, but the cat got there without the owner knowing. That person does not have a cat. someone else in their house does. And apparently the cat snuck into the bag. Now the traveler missed his flight to bring the cat back. And the cat napped the experience and seemed just fine.
That X-ray. How do you not know that's in there?
Because cats are quiet.
You're
Look
right.
at that.
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Very quiet.
That's true.
I told you about my niece has 2 cats. So
Yeah.
her dad had to go to where she was. Each one can bring one apiece.
Okay.
You can only bring one apiece. And cats are clingy like that. They miss her when she's gone. So maybe that cat wanted to go on an adventure for Thanksgiving.
If I was a cat, that's a pretty cozy spot.
Right. And cats like
So
cozy.
they zip you in, and then you're probably like, maybe I shouldn't be in here.
I know.
But
They
the cat's
didn't
okay.
even make a noise or anything.
A quiet
Like,
cat.
I mean,
I got some cat stories.
yeah, we don't.
We don't tell them today. I'm glad the cat's okay.
Nothing but love.
Right, love, especially on Thanksgiving, the day before. A rare medical procedure saved the life of a nurse.
This is one phenomenally, incredibly inspiring story. Just ahead tonight, the lung and liver transplant, and how the team behind it is making Chicago proud.
Making Chicago proud, the team behind the first-kind transplant with West Edison.
Well, after years of caring for patients himself, a nurse receives a liver and lung transplant at the same time.
She's a medical breakthrough, giving the man a second chance at life.
I'm putting my life on the line for a procedure rare and very complicated.
And that's exactly what Patricio Calera did. The former Northwest Memorial nurse is alive today because of a life-saving and rare surgery.
Don't take life for granted.
Calera was diagnosed with a lung and liver disease in 2017. That brought his nursing career to a halt. Breathing became such a challenge that he relied on support of oxygen 24/7, forcing the nurse to leave the profession he loved.
Life before the surgery, for months, and I think over a year, was a miserable one. I was dragging oxygen tubing where I want to.
Calera needed a lung and liver transplant, a procedure so rare and complex that only 10 operations have been performed in the United States this year.
One of the critical issues during multi-organ transplants, such as lung and liver, time that these organs stay outside the human body.
Just 10 days after being listed for the transplant, Calera received the call that would ultimately save his life.
So we had to work twice as fast, twice the efficiency to make sure that the procedure was successful.
Calera says other hospitals around the country turned these down due to the risk factors, but it wasn't taking it possible for an answer.
Northwestern took me and assured me that they were going to do a lung and a liver transplant at the same time. I was overjoyed.
They all worked in perfect harmony, as we like to call it, in a perfectly coordinated ballroom dance to make sure this was a success.
Calera is now on a mission to share his Bible story, hoping he inspires other patients facing similar circumstances. Streeterville, Christian Picos, ABC 7, Eyewitness News.
If this is a Thanksgiving story,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the gift of life.
It was great. He's doing great.
We love these kinds of stories. All right, it is a pre-Thanksgiving tradition.
Turkey Bowl happening today at Columbus Park on Chicago's west side. The community organization Build teamed up with Bears Care to get kids from all over the area to play some flag football. Former Israel Day was there to cheer the kids on.
I really feel it's important that folks like me and beyond, right, in all sectors, take the time to give their gifts, their talent, their resources, their energy to help build a younger generation, our future leaders.
There's also making a nice donation of $70,000. Build serves nearly 1,000 youth city with alternatives to joining gangs. Also help those who have been arrested become productive citizens. Have done a few events with them over the years. Terrific. And those guys got to meet Israel.
I know, they had great weather. And can you imagine one of your fan favorites, Chicago Bears, there to inspire you and motivate you? Because a lot of them want to be
Fun day.
Great job and kindness and generosity. That's cool too. Well, Thanksgiving, it is arriving early at the Brookfield Zoo. Moses and Skinner, the ringtail lemurs, enjoying a feast today. Turkey legs were actually made up of primate biscuits. Plus, they had all the fixings and some grape juice to wash it down. You've been laughing at this story all day.
These have gotten some time. And we're getting every time we do the story, I get details.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know they had grape juice.
Yeah, they like grape juice.
They had sweet potatoes, and then they also have a couch that they put behind in case they get in a food coma.
Do you know that's what happens after you eat something
They
fat?
the
Couch edible, or
I don't think so. Well, maybe to her it is.
I mean, you know,
no, they're just chowing
they're
down.
living good. I see some corn there.
Oh, there was green bean casserole.
Yeah. Oh, green bean. Oh, they have a good life.
Gravy.
I mean,
Better with gravy. This is a legit
everything's better
meal
with gravy.
That might be better than some people are going to get at home.
Oh man.
Good.
Well,
right. A dazzling display at Rosemont. The Sparkle Light Festival opens tonight at Impact Field. It runs through January 1st. The immersive display features millions of holiday lights. There are also train rides and mazes for some family fun. That would be a nice night to do that.
that is destination C. I mean, how spectacular! Of course, in that social media. I mean, Instagrammable for sure. You stand in front of, do some kinds of TikToks. I mean, that is
Got it all figured
right. You
out.
got it all, because it's so fancy, fantastic, and fascinating.
Like spot.
The eyes light up for the youngins. Yeah.
Do you have 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon? Do you like Kevin
Bacon? I like bacon. So.
That's 1 degree. We're getting there. The Guardians of the Galaxy have a holiday special stream this weekend. I'm getting 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I love bacon too. You deserve it.
Good.
Larry, I had turkey bacon, Larry.
All types of bacon are good, right?
Bacon.
Hey, temperatures tomorrow are going to be pretty mild for Thanksgiving, low 50s. There will be some spotty showers around, especially in the afternoon. And more sunshine on Friday before the clouds come back on Saturday. Rain and maybe some Sunday too. That's my forecast.
Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special stream Disney Plus starting this Friday.
Kevin Bacon, 6 Degrees of Separation, has a leading role playing himself. And he tells us it is great typecasting in this frolicking story.
We could really wonderful Christmas gift. It would make him happy.
The Guardians are determined to lift Peter Quill's spirits. They decide to turn Kevin Bacon into the perfect present for Peter.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
We're looking for the legendary Kevin Bacon.
I just said that, Drax.
So they finally got you into this Marvel universe. That's got to be pretty cool for you.
Yeah, it's great. I never would have imagined that I would be coming in as me.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't help you.
It's a sweet story, and it's also, I would imagine, pretty cool for the ego, except when those characters start to dog you a little bit.
Oh, it's great. I love it. When Palm says to me, you know, try to be Kevin Bacon, but if Kevin Bacon didn't suck. It was so fun. It's such a great group to get a chance to hang out with them and to be welcomed as a stranger into this world that they've all been living in for a long time. It was real fast. I really enjoyed it.
Kevin Bacon with Elizabeth McGovern in a new film by John Hughes.
Bacon has shot films in Chicago, including She's Having a Baby, Stir of Echoes, and Flatliners.
It's kind of like its own world, and sports and music are both important parts of the fiber of the city. I haven't been back for a little while, but I love shooting in that city. It's a really great place to hang out.
What do you think the real message of this production is, Kevin?
If you're on another planet and you forgot the true meaning of Christmas, just come kidnap Bacon and it'll all come back to you.
Kevin Bacon.
You come with us. That's
We were talking about this earlier. He looks awesome.
Right.
64.
I know.
Makeup.
You should look great at any age.
Yeah.
So,
some
yeah.
people at 64 are looking so great. They're not looking like
Age is only a number.
This is true.
You know, in your
I agree
head.
with you.
So, and how you take care of yourself, and
He's
how you
doing
enjoy
it.
So he's thankful for your compliment.
It's funny.
Right.
Talking to him too, but that looks entertaining.
Right.
Taking Kevin Bacon and throwing in the MCU is just something.
It's very creative.
Yeah.
I mean, like when they sit around the table and decide, are they going to put Elvis in, you know, instead of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, that's not happening.
You know, for Mark.
You and Jose need to get another movie last year, a couple years ago.
With Israel Adonijah.
Yes, you're right. You're right. We had both of them.
They were
in.
like announcers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they used to do that one again and maybe come on the air and talk about how he prepared for the role, because I know it was really a challenge, you know, preparing for a role with what he was doing.
So. Countdown at Thanksgiving dinner. It's on. How many times are you eating at this point tomorrow?
Just once.
Stop.
A second time. But only once Thanksgiving food. I'll eat breakfast, a little small breakfast, and then get ready to just gobble, gobble, gobble. Still ahead tonight with the outside dishes and the pies that people love. We talked about this already, to put on your table.
Oh, we're talking again.
We'll see if agree in hand there.
I have a turkey impersonation for you. I did it when you were off, the day I sang.
Oh, you did everything while I was on, and I'm starting to feel some kind of way. Like, what was that? I'm your wife, Wendy. I'm calling her because she's going to tell me what's up. Ooh, that looks yummy. Casserole. Can you believe it? Next month, silver anniversary, 25 years since Titanic came out.
It feels longer.
Oh, no, it doesn't
Years.
seem that long.
No?
No, it seems less.
Director James Cameron is now sharing some surprising details from behind the scenes. He told GQ magazine he almost didn't cast Leonardo or Kate Winslet. Apparently, he was afraid Winslet was too much of a typecast, and DiCaprio apparently didn't want to do a test read with her before being the role. Well, clearly, eventually, he agreed. Their chemistry was clear, and the film went on to set box office records and win 11 Academy Awards.
Wow, and the most famous line of all, King of the World!
Look how young he was in that video. He's like a kid.
I wonder why he didn't want it. Everybody does test reading. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
What'd she say?
I don't know. What did you say in the show? Oh, I'll never go. I'll never go. Oh, right. So now you know a little Titanic trivia. When you think of Thanksgiving dinner, you obviously think of turkey.
Right. But the sides, they are way important because a lot of people don't eat turkey. So, you know, all right. So Zippia, a career resource, analyzed search trends to figure out each state's favorite dish. Okay, now we're doing it by state. And right here in Illinois, it's mashed potatoes.
Sometimes
mashed potatoes.
They're talkers. Yeah, we're not alone. That's the top pick in 9 states. The second most popular choice, rolls, the top pick in 4 states. In Jakarta, dominate this list with multiple kinds of potatoes, stuffing, dressing, rolls, and biscuits all making the map.
Where's macaroni and cheese?
Right? Was it on the big map?
Oh my gosh.
Good mac and cheese.
You cannot, and green.
Oh, it's in 2 states.
Okay, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. What states are that? Okay, sweet potato casserole. That's
okay,
delicious. Collard greens. Yeah, that's in the south there. You got to have green beans and green beans.
Delaware is cauliflower mash.
Delaware.
That tastes good though.
Okay. Come on. It's not bad on Thanksgiving. I'm not doing it. Kentucky's okay.
I was talking to the director. She had her daughter Zoe in, and Zoe made a trivia for Thanksgiving tomorrow. She made it like Jeopardy, and it was what goes with turkey. And her number one answer was mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
And then she said with gravy only. Yes. So that's from a 6-year-old. So
that's what Larry said. You got to have gravy. If turkey's dry, just smoother with gravy.
Does Larry have more like mashed potatoes with his gravy or gravy with the mashed potatoes?
Let's say Larry.
Or mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah. Oh man, that sounds really good. Right? Do you put butter on your mashed potatoes?
It already has it in, I think, but I don't add more. You, Larry?
All right. What about pepper?
Yo, I love crushed pepper.
Yeah,
I put pepper on everything.
Okay.
I put fresh pepper on everything. And I'm
do you make mashed potatoes out of the box? Or do you do
Wendy
the real?
makes homemade, but this is going to upset you.
Oh.
Don't upset you on Thanksgiving. I like the stovetop stuff right out of the box.
Do you doctor it up a little bit? Oh no, you got to have juices from the turkey. Right, but dressing, the best dressing comes from the juice of the turkey. You pour it in the pan with the crumbs and the celery cut up.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Help me here. What do you?
I'm not a huge stuffing fan.
Okay.
The family recipe that she makes.
We're stuffing and what's the difference, please? Come on now. Come on now.
Stuffing goes inside the bird. Well, yes. So the dressing is the same as the stuffing.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
She just reprimanded us and said,
so stovetop is not just stuffing.
Make dressing in a pan on the sidebar, not always just inside. Yes, celery. It's so good. Okay, here we go. We started conversation.
See, people are angry. We're going to get Michelle some stuffing and dressing. I'm sorry. I knew I'd upset people.
All right, let's move on then
to
before
pies.
we get in trouble some more.
We're going to have our opinions. I'm sorry. This one, yeah, I know. Let's talk pies.
All right.
Pumpkin is the top choice for you. Nailed it. 23% of people selected. Hands down my favorite. The second most popular 14%. Well, you spent time in Texas.
It's pecan.
Okay, so pecan, 14%.
Okay.
Apple pie,
Okay.
comes in third place at 12%.
Okay, now
Sweet
I'm
potato.
getting the
Now I said
feelings of
potato.
getting hurt.
Sweet potato pie comes in
Yeah,
fourth.
that should be number one. Okay.
8% of Americans pick it as their
It's just,
favorite.
and my neighbor, she cooks me one Chanel every year. Chanel makes me no, sweet potatoes and chops it off, and rings the doorbell and leaves.
Oh.
It's just good. It's
What
just
a great
homemade.
neighbor.
I know, right?
I'm not going to talk
She
to
puts
you.
my name on it,
I'm just gonna
everything.
give you my
A
pie.
little bit of whipped cream.
Our favorite pie later.
Pumpkin. I like pumpkin.
Oh, you like
I
pumpkin?
bread,
23%.
too.
Okay.
We always have
Oh, now that's
bread.
really nice to make with the family.
Our friend Anna makes the best pumpkin bread. You know, I can bring some in because we get one loaf.
Okay.
There's chocolate chips in there too.
Ooh,
Fine.
see, just like my celery and my dressing. It's good. Don't be talking about.
I will try it. I'm willing to try a good dressing or stuffing.
Oh my God, it's so good. You mix it in a bowl with cornbread.
Put your arms next to it. Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, the old bowls that my mom kept.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
Your mom's
old,
stuff was
and
probably
the pans are old,
Not that-
banged up
yeah.
and stuff. Ooh.
Yeah, they got that nice
Yeah,
film on
dents in
it,
them.
yeah. Right. Well, not no, you want to look at it. You want to get frosted, you know? Right. You don't think it's French silk is a pie. It doesn't probably qualify as a Thanksgiving pie.
Well, some people do because people want it because it's chocolate, right? People want a chocolate.
It was on
Yeah.
the list. What's the word I'm looking for from a pot that's been used over, like a Dutch oven that has been used over and over again? It's like a patina inside, but it's just from food and
cast.
Yeah. There's a name for it. It's grizzle. Wait, what, Ryan? You see, yes, it's a seasoned. That's for a cast iron. Thank you, sir.
See, it's a team.
pot.
It is a team effort. It's the hour power, and it is really a stream team.
Yes,
it really takes the whole team to get one answer.
Do this segment. It's time for weather. By the way, we're getting fed here at work. Those of us who are here, thanks to this station, it's going to be good, Larry.
Yeah,
We're going to bring fed, and you're going to be on the couch watching.
Right.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
With your stuff.
Stream team is taking a break tomorrow.
Good point tomorrow.
Right. Yep.
All right.
So, hey, let's talk a little weather because here we are through the almost over 2/3 of the way through the month. And you look at the numbers here, we're either above average for a long streak or below average for a long streak. And we've had 3 days in a row with above average high temperatures. So we're running 1.2 degrees above average for the entire month. But we certainly had that cold stretch last week with a number of days in the 30s, even a couple of days in the 20s. Now, though, boy, it was gorgeous today. Upper 50s for highs. Still 48 officially. Winds are pretty light. It's cooled off in some of the outlying areas. 39 in Waukegan, 37 in Aurora. Still 47 in Valparaiso. Tonight we'll drop into the low 30s for overnight low. Tomorrow, back at 50s. Low to mid 50s tomorrow. This evening, there's rain across Missouri down in Arkansas, and that's the moisture that's coming our way for tomorrow. So the clouds will increase tonight. Tomorrow morning we'll wake up with cloudy skies. A few sprinkles will be possible in the morning. Better rain chances come in around midday into the early afternoon. The futurecast may be overdoing just a touch here, but there's going to be spotty showers with us throughout the afternoon and evening tomorrow. We do dry out on Friday. In fact, the clouds will break apart pretty quickly. We'll get a lot of sunshine for us Friday afternoon, with temperatures still not too bad, upper 40s to right around 50 on Friday. Today, there's that high of 58, this morning 34 degrees. And outside of this disturbance, which is coming our way for tomorrow, it's pretty quiet across the country. No big weather systems to talk about. That will change this weekend, though. So a lot of folks maybe heading home or traveling places over the weekend. There might be some issues with the storm system that will bring us rain chances this weekend. But tomorrow, it's this front that moves in and squeezes out the rain from the clouds. 53 tomorrow. On Friday, a little cooler. We'll see highs in the upper 40s with a lot of sunshine. As we head into Saturday, clouds will pick back up. Temperatures still in the low 50s. And then here comes the rain chances for Saturday night into Sunday. And some of that rain may mix and squirt a little bit of snow for us Sunday morning. Keep an eye on that. It doesn't look like it's likely to happen, but it's a possibility. Tonight, mid-30s for overnight lows. A little warmer in the city. At 53, 48 on Friday, 52 on Saturday. Rain, maybe no mix Sunday. And then temperatures stay in the 40s and 50s next week. We'll be back in a moment.
30 seconds left. White meat or dark meat?
I like white meat.
Okay.
But dark
All right.
meat is juicy.
I like
though.
white. Yeah, dark meat's
Yeah,
good.
The dark meat is the tier. A little bit of both.
Good.
Yeah,
Mix it up.
Yeah.
it's got gravy.
That's right. We know what to get him for his birthday.
Good. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm with you tonight at 10.
Yes.
But tomorrow.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you for joining us.